Hey everyone! So I just finished putting this pedal board together. This is pretty much an analog version of the things I'm using with the Line 6 Helix. And my plan is to actually use this when recording in a few weeks time. I'm going to tell you more about that later on. Anyways, I'm going to break down a signal chain for you because I got a few questions about this pedal board when I posted pictures of it on Instagram and whatnot. So basically, this pedal board consists of two signal chains which are summed up through the Boss LS2 line selector, which allows me to essentially send both of these signal paths into one amp, if I should choose to do so. The main idea behind this pedal board is to provide the guy or gal who's mixing with three bass tracks, essentially. So they will get a distorted track, a clean track, and a track that is pretty much the mic'd up bass amp and whatnot. So I'm gonna walk you through this signal chain now. So first off, distorted track. The distorted track starts off is this little baby here. It's the red one. So it starts off with the Boss pitch black tuner, and then it goes into the Billy Sheehan Signature Drive Deluxe from EBS. And in the Billy Sheehan Signature Drive Deluxe, I've got the old purple version, the standard version, in the clean loop to give me some. I'm gonna turn up the distortion to give me some grit to the clean tone, because otherwise it's way too clean. So here's without that pedal. So you can hear there's a little bit of difference. There's a little more character to it. In the drive loop, I've got this custom pedal that was built to be by Peter at EBS. It's just a kill switch for the drive loop of the Signature Drive Deluxe. It allows me to turn distortion on and off if I should want to. And then that signal goes into the wonderful Dark Glass Super Symmetry compressor. They are actually discontinuing making this awesome compressor due to lack of components, actually. So if you get the chance, make sure to pick one up because it's utterly beautiful, and I love the tone of it and the compression that it provides. It's beautiful, actually. Then I go into the Dark Glass Alpha Omega Ultra. Now, if you look at the EQ curve here, I've got a 6-band EQ. I've got the bass dialed down all the way to 0 to basically just clean up this distorted track. If I were to set it back to flat, it would sound like that. So scooping away the bass makes it a little bit more clearer, especially since I'm using two signals. I'm considering adding perhaps a crossover to this signal as well to trim off some of the additional lows of the signal. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try this out, add a bit more volume and through the amp and whatnot, and see if that's needed. We'll see. Anyways, the Dark Glass Alpha Omega Ultra has got a direct output, so that's the first signal that the poor person mixing my bass tone will get. It's the DI output from the Alpha Omega Ultra, and I've got an Ampeg SVT cabinet loaded in to this bad boy. I really like the 6-band EQ of the Alpha Omega Ultra. It really suits the tone that I'm hearing in my head. It sounds like me in some way. So from the Alpha Omega Ultra through the tele output, I'm going into the return A of the Boss LS2 line selector, and that's the distorted signal. It comes from this pickup, the P. DiMarzio Willpower middle pickup. So that's the first signal path. The second signal path is a lot more simple, if you will. It starts off with a wonderful EBS multicomp. It's a wonderful little compressor. I've got it set for tube sim mode. And yeah, here are the settings and whatnot. And then that one goes into the EBS octabase. So here's just that signal, so it sounds like. So yeah, synthy and wonderful. And then from the EBS octabase, I'm going into the Darkglass Vintage Ultra, which I've scooped out some of the mids at 1 kHz and 3 kHz, so pretty much the top end. The treble is set to flat, and I boosted some of the bass. And I've actually got a little bit of drive going on here on this channel. I'm still experimenting with that and adding the distortion and the drive. I find it adds a little bit of character. And this one provides with the second DI, which is a clean, bassy DI. And then that also goes into the Boss LS2 line selector, and there you have the signal path and the tone that I'm gonna use, hopefully soon. So I'm playing live. I'm essentially using the Line 6 Helix along with some additional pedals to get pretty much what I've got going here. Using the Helix is a lot easier in a way, because then I can add a high pass filter and I can add lots more effects and whatnot, and it doesn't increase the weight of the unit. That being said, I really enjoy using analog gear, and I love the tone that this setup has provided me with. So hopefully you will get to hear how this sounds in a full band mix soon enough. Until then, thank you so much for watching this quick rig explanation thingy. I'm not gonna say the run, you know what word, because then I will probably get sued, and I don't want that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.